Game number 2 on this year's NFL schedule. Happy to have you with us. The Chiefs, the Chargers, underway from Brazil. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5. 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Here's Herbert. Ripping one into Allen. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Finds Johnston. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Again, Herbert. They're able to complete this with a Tyler Conklin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Brown goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now here's Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Hey, Ram. 380. 5-9.
From the 50, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey.
Brings up 2nd and 5. And the Chiefs.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 125 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
480. Hey, Ripley.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he works free. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Yellow. Right side.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half.
The score, Chiefs 10, Chargers 7.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert now. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set. Let's go, let's go. 59, 59. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yards at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a gain of a yard.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
This 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now Does a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football and score well.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it into the end
end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Harrison Butker,
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And dump this off to Hampton, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
21. Let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Chargers on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here, it's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now it's Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert Smith making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Chargers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
24, Chiefs 17. Cameron Dicker is off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
now is Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. This is first and 10.
Hey, 43, 40, yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
Mahomes will do it himself.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mahomes will do it himself. That one caught by Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's first and 10.
Yellow. We got it.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's second down. Handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Still plenty of time and the 2 timeouts. Here's first and 10 now.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes will do it himself. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. They tried their best to pick up that third and one, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Los Angeles, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.